This is the Real Drag Skrillex remake I've been working on for a while. So this is the track Skrillex made that is unreleased that I went off of.
I'm tired of trying to be something I know ain't me. I'm tired of living up to what people expect me to be. You never tell people I'm different now, ain't that a crying shame? Now wouldn't it be a real drag if we were all the same? I'm tired of trying to be something I know ain't me. I'm tired of living up to what people expect me to be.
So yeah, let's start from the beginning of this remake. I know y'all love that sound design, so I'm gonna go heavy on the sound design. Really, this took me a while to even get, so hopefully I'll learn something from Serum through this, because it's Serumskool. But I want to do chunks, so this won't be too long. I want to make this stream at least 30 minutes or less. Yo, if you're in the chat, say something, chat. Say something, I'm living up on you. Alright, so let's get started. Let's start with the drum. Alright, so let's see. This crash. So that's a little crash. I got this from Skrillex's drum pack that's on Reddit. If you type in Skrillex drum pack, it's the first search you pop up that pops up on Reddit. It's a drum pack from 2017 to 2019, and it's got midnight hour cymbals and rides, and that is exactly what I used to make this. And honestly, a lot of the cymbals sound like it's what he's using in Real Drag, I'm gonna be honest with you. So this crash and these claps, so you see that clap, two claps from the pack, and hi-hat. This is a splice hi-hat, but this is a midnight hour ride. I got a spread on it for the, the high end, because I got like I got 3 layers of it, so I want one to be like spreading out, not mono. This is actually a battery hi-hat. And I got, some EQ, just boosting the highs, and you know how it is. Doing this LFO tool to cut a lot of it out. That's how it is. Yeah, those are the hi-hats. Let's see, the kick. I'm using the midnight hour kick, and I chopped it up to 3 layers. I got the low end. Just EQing it out. I got the normal kick, but cutting the, the high end and the low end off, so it's just the low mids. And then I got this. Got the highs on this one. And really why I got this spaced out, that's where the clap is hitting, and I don't want the high kick to be clashing with the clap, so that's why I've deleted that. There's probably other ways you can do it, but this was just my lazy way to do it. And that's the kick. It's pretty heavy, not gonna lie. So yeah, those are kicks. We got the hi-hats. We talked about the hi-hats. We talked about the claps. Like I mentioned on that last part, you can hear he has like this background, kind of like tambourine shaking. That adds a lot to the hi-hat and drum flow. And this is a splice. Jersey beat fill. But yeah, I looped it and cut the lows and highs out of it. And it adds like a fullness to the drums. So let's listen to the drums by itself. So it's like that jingling thing. It's almost like the in between of a cymbal in a ride, and it's like acting like the hi-hat. That tambourine really adds a lot. But that's the last thing. The vocals are just some random splice vocals. And dude, Skrillex's vocal on that track is dope. Like, I wanted to spend more time on it. I was like, this is good enough. This has got like I pitched it up. This is how it normally sounds like. This is what pitch 6 and some formant at 3, some drive, OTT, and then I cut out some of the low end. That was the same one, I just cut it even shorter. Those are the vocals. So let's go back up to these chords that are like entry chords. So this is just a, simple saw chord. I went up on the unison, and that got the high filter, some distortion, compressor, EQ, not too important. That was an audio clip, and that part of the song where it comes in, that's where this saw stab chord kicks in. I got a lot of plugins. I'm trying to make this chord like really compressed and just like distorted. Like I almost don't want it to sound good. So I got the sausage fattener, cranked it up. I got my Fat FX Logic stock distortion plugin, but this is actually Camel Fat, what it used to be before Logic bought it. LFO tool, so when the kick hits, it's like not on the same. It also gives a cool effect to it. I got OTT. I'm cutting out the lows and highs. OTT again, cutting out a lot more, and it's almost giving it like this nasty high-end kind of like tone to it. And I'm getting it bust. Okay, so my bus 1, I got a lot of stuff going on. That's not on bus 1? Really? I thought that would be on bus 1. Really, I thought I had my bass routed to bus 1. This was the original one, then I re-edited it and it's not on bus 1, but it has its own LFO. But yeah, bus 1 is my hype chain, I guess you'd call it, like Skrillex. So my bus, I got the kick, I got this LFO tool using right here. I got a quarter race on the kick hits, that's like the loudest part of the song, and then this sound kicks in right here, just quarter 8, that's all it's doing. I have a lot of stuff routed to bus 1 to clear it up, because you don't want anything hitting on the kick, because it wouldn't even sound good. So I got the LFO 1, I got some sausage fattener, just tiny bit, 5%. I got the Camel Fat again. I'm really using it for this compressor, just giving it a little bit more. I got the solid bus EQ, which is not doing too much, it's just another compressor. That's from Native Instruments. Then I got a limiter. You can see it's not even doing much, just there hanging out. That's bus 1. So I got like my bass, all my bass. These are all my basses right here, except for these 2 chords. These are all my basses. And okay, so let's go over the basses. So that's my bus 1. That's like the hype chain. Bus 3 is my drums, and they're just getting some distortion, compressed, and going to the limiter. I have bus 2 is the vocals, and that's just the vocal bus. And then my master, limiter, another using the compressor, and then ozoning it out. But yeah, so the basses, all right. So this bass is this. This is a preset in Rebirth, and I put a negative flange on it, and that's that bass line. These are turned off. What is this one? I think this is this bass. Yeah, anyways, it's a little audio clip that preset that I bounced to audio. I think it was that one. It's not doing too much really. It's just filling in some stuff. So yeah, so these are the basses. Nothing too special. Really, guys, when I'm doing this stuff, like adding stuff that's not too crazy, just to like fill in little tiny spots in the song, it gives it like more of a fullness. So these little guys right here are not, they don't sound cool by themselves, but when you add into a song a little eighth notes, it makes it like fuller. So yo, if you're in the chat, say what up. All right, let's get to the basses. These basses right here are supposed to be drums. These basses. And this is just a quick, you know, sharp envelope to give that plucky. Really, you just want to pluck, so you make the envelope this short. You can throw a low filter on it, and I'm just FMing. Simple FM, you know, -1, half FM, some sync. So I'm using that like as a tom, basically. And then this one, a swale. This one sounds even dope. It's got like some, it sounds like a real tom. So this one's being a bass, a sine wave going into a saw. Got some. Man, that noise is like bringing this thing alive. So yeah, same thing. Got the low filter, cutting off the highs. Got the sharp pluck. Got a FM going on, simple FM, sine to a saw wave. Some distortion, compressor, cutting out the lows on the EQ in this band. That's that. All right, so we get into the meaty part. So yeah, we covered everything except for this part, and this is the gravy. So let's get rid of. I mean, let's talk about the sub. It's just a regular sub on that low frequency. Let's see how I did it. I'm not even using sub. I'm using the basic shapes. I think this was the bass, but I turned it down to make it a sub. And the FM's not doing anything. I think the semitones is putting it in the same key as the bass drop, and I got OTTs to make this bass, like OTTs help it compress it sort of, and it makes it like, how do you say it, more punchy. That's how I describe it. I got some fat effects, just using it mainly for this bass on this one, bass enhancer, stock Logic Pro plugin. The Pro EQ, this is how I'm EQing it, just getting all the lows, cutting it all the way down to the lows. And then my LFO, I'm cutting it for the kick, and this is it at the quarter rate. So that's the sub. All right, guys, so let's get to the best part of this. So this harmonic, I know everybody says this harmonic is like the main word in sound design. It's not, it feels like. But let's solo this. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So this bass was the first one. I actually ditched it because let's see. It sounded too muffled. I wasn't happy with it, so I kept re-editing it. I mean, I kept boosting like everything, and it just couldn't get it. I would boost the highs, and then weird frequencies would come up. So that was the original one. This is the one that I was happy with, because the highs were just like, the distortion in it on the highs brought it like to life. You hear that like top end? So I want to remake it for y'all, because this bass took some time to get to. I know it's simple. I mean, it was too sine wave. So all right, let's remake it real quick. So we're gonna start out with a sine. Reason being, they're the best waves, the most harmonic waves you can use. Basic shapes. Go ahead and turn it down, and we're gonna throw LFO1 on it. And we're not turning this all the way up, because that's actually a big part of this. If you turn it all the way up and you put all these effects on it, it just sounds like super distorted. So like if you like leave it at 40, I think that's what I had, like around here, Not even that. Let's see, like 20. We're gonna leave it at 20%, and we're gonna go down 2 on this, and we're gonna go ahead and turn on the FM, and we're gonna put this at like 20s. Just put it around 20s. So that's what we got right now. Let's go and turn on B, oscillator B. Turn on the volume. You're gonna make this a sine as well. Make this a sine. 2 sine waves. You want the most harmonic you can get to get 2 sine waves on this thing. Here, modulating. So yeah, so you already hear the tune. The key is already on point. I'm just hitting the key E. Dude, you don't have to use sync. It's just the FM. That's pretty much it. Now, what I did, I like centered on the band pass, and the frequency of like the Skrillex track of the bass is like at 300 to 320. Let's stay around 320. So right here, you can go see Hertz 320. CR just cuts out everything and puts it in that center. Put it up a little bit more, some resonance, peak the peak, make it fatter. That was basically it. This distortion, I have my plugins on. Let's turn them off. And the same thing with the distortion. You want that. You don't want any muddiness in it. So you put it on pre. You're gonna go up to high. Because you want the top end to be high, and it gives it like more life. Because there's a lot of the kick and the sub are really taking this in the song. So you want like some high end on the bass, and you want it to stick out. So again, same as the bandpass, you stay at 320, and when you compress this, it brings like this white noise to it, and it sounds freaking awesome. Just throw a compressor. It's like right there. I had the compressor all the way. Everything here was kind of the same. The EQ was actually pretty cool on this because I was like, I wanted the top end to make it, and I also didn't want it to feel like flat and like not heavy. But this is what I did to the mids, and it actually made it like, how do you say it? It's not less muddy, but it made it more punchy. Yeah, more punchy. So I put these two at the peaks, made them peaks, and let's do this. Put it like that. I made this one all the way to like right here, and they're like just bouncing back and forth, just something like that. Do the same for this side. Just going like that, that. This one just like that. And the song is gonna sound like it's gonna fit right in. So just like that. That was the EQ. And all I did was add OTTs. Is that top end raspy white noise. This actually I have a filter on this. This is a high pass filter. You can hear it like cutting out the lows too. I didn't even know I had that on. But yeah, this is a high pass filter. Some EQ. Two EQs, and then I had a Pro Q. And let's cut some of that high white noise out because it's actually too much. But once you get it to like 46,000 hertz, 4,600 hertz, and you cut out some of these peaks, those high pitched peaks, you cut them out. This is that 320 point again, just emphasizing on that, and that's basically it. So that's the first bass. Yeah, that part right there. In the song, it goes up, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. This is the automation I got going on. Just some pitch bend, and in Serum, I got the pitch wheel to 6 and left it at -2, and then I'm automating it all the way up to 6 at that part. That's what I'm doing. That dun 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 dun. So that was the main bass. In the second drop, it's the same bass, but all it is 1 octave down. So let's open it up. Actually, it's the same, but it's got a filter on it, because when I went down that low, it started sounding like it didn't have enough flavor. So I added this flange filter and it gave this harmonic. Here it goes, the harmonic again. It gave another harmonic to it. So it's the same exact bass, I think, but the peak on this one is different. So let's go over that one. So yeah, let's go over the second bass, and that is the last part of this. It's already 40 minutes on this. So yeah, it's the same thing. If you designed the first one, this is the exact same thing. What I did, the first one is 1 octave up. That's the first bass. All I did was turn it down 1. Very harmonic. So yeah, this frequency point is at 2. I'm modulating it. Let's see. So yeah, this one's at 200. That's the frequency this one's shining at. The FM's the same, sync's the same as the first bass. The band is actually modulating just to give it some movement. That's why I did that. And distortion is the same. It went up a little bit, but it's at 289. It didn't change much, but it still gives it like that high top end to make it shine. Got the compressor, and then the last thing is this filter. You can't hear much, but it's giving this like hollow effect to it. Hear right there. Low pass frequency. Got it halfway. And the resonance up, got the drive up. And it's giving like this, again, the harmonic tone. And that's why I'm using this filter. That's the only difference, the main difference on this bass. Yo, if you were in the stream, I appreciate you. So this is the project remake of Real Drag, Skrillex' Real Drag. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned how to make some harmonic basses. Harmonic. I had fun making this. If you like this video, comment below what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And appreciate you watching. This is Serumskool, Daniel from Serumskool. And peace out. See y'all later.